Coming to you from Pocahontas State Park, just south of Richmond, about a half hour south of Richmond. Hanging out with the ducks and the geese on a lovely Saturday afternoon. It's been a big week. I got Silk Maidens out to readers, so I'm very happy about that. 4 readers total so far, 3 women, 1 man. I still have another to send it to, but I'm looking forward to getting feedback from everybody, but especially from the women, just to see how the owl is playing, how she's coming across, whether it seems like she's been written by a 55-year-old man, which is what I'm concerned about, but also just to see how they like the book. I think it's good, and I'm looking forward to hearing what people think. There's only so much that you can do on your own. It's a very solitary process, but it's also, in the end, a collaborative process. You have to see what people think about it and get feedback and see if things are working the way that you hope they are, and learn the ways that things are not working in the way that you want them to. So I'm sure there will be revisions ahead, but looking forward to hearing what folks think. So that felt great. Got that out midweek, and then the Timlin video actually wound up doing pretty well. As the days went by, the numbers of views just kept going up. I got 18 subscribers out of it, so that felt pretty gratifying. I think it topped out at about 400 views. Again, it's not super viral or anything, but I was very pleased about that. So posted this morning a video on William Beckford's Vatek that I'm also happy about, and we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to leave it there for now. Hello, coming to you from Old Dominion, Iron and Steel. This is the ruins of a nail factory called Old Dominion Iron and Steel. Let's take a look. This is on Belle Isle, little island that apparently used to be very industrial, kind of down in the heart of Richmond. Give you a little spin around. That's the Lee Bridge right there, connecting the 2 halves of Richmond across the James. Just to follow up a little bit on yesterday's video, in which I mentioned that the Timlin video did very well, topped out at about 450 views, and I was like, oh, this YouTube stuff isn't that hard. I think I got it solved, and spent a lot of time working on a video on Vatek, William Beckford's Vatek, that I'm very happy with, but seems like that one's not getting quite as much traction, which, of course, is okay. And it just is a reminder that it really is a process, and there are a lot of things that I still have to figure out. I don't have the algorithm solved or anything, and in the end, 450 views is really not that many. So, for me, that's huge, and I feel like it did very well. But just a reminder, too, that there are really only two things that I can control. One is the quality, just making sure that all the content that I produce, be it video or prose, is as good as I can make it, given, my abilities at that time, which are only going to improve the more I practice and the more time I put in. So I've reached the end. I'll just keep taking a little lap around here. This is pretty cool. Let's see, the ceiling is kind of... Actually, I don't know if those holes were probably there for ventilation initially. It sounds like there's a placard at the beginning that makes it sound like this was a pretty awful place to work. So would have been in like the 20s. I think it finally closed in 1972, so it was around for quite a long time. And this is one of the great things about the James River Park complex, just in general, is there is a lot of history. It's very much an urban park, so there is a lot of history, and they do a good job of, you know, explaining what was where with placards and that sort of thing. There's you know, a hydroelectric plant. There's a waterworks that are both of those are no longer working, but you can kind of explore the ruins like this. It's pretty cool. Anyway, two things I can control: quality, making sure I'm producing good quality content. The second is consistency, and just being consistent and not letting the highs make me think that, you know, I've got it all solved and I'm a genius, or the lows, you know, the sort of the low numbers making me think, oh, this is too hard, or I'm dumb, I can't figure this out, that's beyond me. So I just got to keep putting stuff out. So I'm working on the next one, which I think is going to be good as well, and I'm going to, you know, have fun doing it. I had a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun making all of these videos, so I'm just going to keep doing that, and seeing where it leads me, seeing where it takes me, seeing where it takes us, right? All right. So this is where I am, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.